Hey everybody, Hat Creature here. So, I've been trying to find a build for Shuffle Mod Full. It's, I was talking to the Twisted Doctor about it last night. He brought up something that I didn't even notice. So, the Shuffle Mod Full costs 4. The Partial Shuffle Mod costs 3. But the partial shuffle mod in every aspect is better than the full shuffle mod, uh, purely because you can use it on anybody. Like, like that's what this like that's why this is better than the full shuffle, because the full shuffle is locked on a character in Area 3. And I've been trying to find a build for it. Uh, I mean, we all know how good partial shuffle is. That's a good card. Uh, when we first got it, and everybody unlocked it on Spencer, everybody thought it was stupid. And it was like, why would you want to shuffle all your cards? But then all the awesome builds started coming out. What was it? Giant Turian's dog build got benefited from it. We have Infinite Bioenergy Daniel, Infinite Mr. X. You can just, keep getting dogs, keep getting those special cards. You can use it to just keep getting really cool stuff. So the partial shuffle mod is awesome. So the full shuffle mod should be too. But I can't find a use for it because it's an area card. I have 2 matches that I recorded, and I'm glad too. I wasn't going to spend all day trying to find something for this because I just can't find a good reason why you'd want to shuffle your deck at the end of the match. Because that's the problem with it. Partial shuffle, you're getting the use out of that. You're getting your special ability at the start of the match. And so you're constantly always getting the card you want whenever you want. But the full shuffle requires you to have no other mods in your hand whatsoever at the end of the match. So that logic says that you don't care what you get in Area 1 and 2, but in Area 3, suddenly you're able to get the thing you want more often? Okay, cool. So you don't need the shuffle mod then. Because it doesn't matter how often you get it. I mean, I guess the mentality could be you have powerful cards and you would like them more often, but you don't need them more often in until Area 3. But so that would mean you have a lot of bioenergy. So I tried to create a build for this mod, and it was very difficult, and I never found it. I thought I did, but then I faced a really good team with a really mean Valor. Um, very good team, though. They were a good team. So I came in with the build. This is it. I'm not telling you to play it. Please don't. Unless unless you think it's salvageable. But take this out, please. So we got Clone to protect doors, security devices, and D fields, and hallways too. We have Defense System to keep them occupied in all 3 areas, just a little bit longer. Deadbolt wears out in Area 3, so it just won't help you. And the other 2 are about shields and mods, and it just doesn't work. I don't even know why these skills exist, to be honest. Then we have Symbiosis. You can use Recharge, but it fizzles out in Area 3. Battery, you only have 1 mod, so it's not going to do you anything. This is crap. Then Symbiosis is all you have. So use 1 card, then all the other cards become cheaper, and that's what the Shuffle mod is really good for. It constantly shuffles your deck, so you're not using the same type of card over and over again. You're always getting that permanent -1 discount in Area 3. And then because I have creatures, I'm using the Invulnerability Anchor. I tried creating a build around Invulnerability, and I think there's something there instead of using this. So the build might be salvageable if I just get rid of this fucker. And then there's this. So since the thing is built around bioenergy, so that I can constantly pick the card I want in Area 3, I have unstable generator, miniature reactor for more speed. I used to have bioenergy tank 2, but the build's not good enough to get past 10. So I replaced it with Fresh Blood 3 because the creatures are stupid. In the good match, I'll show you, the creatures just stood there. They just didn't do anything. In the other match, the creatures finally did something. And then we have Modified Gear 2 for the 3 guns we have. We have the air cannon to push people back into traps. This works out perfectly in the first match. And then we have Enhancer Invincible. We only have one creature, because that's the build I was trying to create with Shuffle Mod. The idea was to, instead of getting high-cost liquors, how about we get something else that's equally powerful, but in a different way that's cheaper? So, the Nia. The idea was to create a shuffle deck where I'd constantly get the Nia, and there'd be tentacle attacks all over the place. It didn't really work. In Area 3, I was definitely getting a lot of Nias. I was getting these a lot, but the survivors were too good they were too good for them to be a danger. In the second match, when they actually got to Area 3, and I didn't have enough bioenergy to support them. The build is good in Area 1 and 2, but doesn't work in Area 3, which defeats the purpose of the mod. I have the landmine and the tracker mine, which go well together. Clone, get more of these. We have quick draw, it's a cycle. We have discount, so, you know, pop up with the symbiosis. And then we have infection and energy leech, and then invincible enhancer. The idea was that in Area 1 and 2, the only creatures I have, plus your preset, I'd be making the Nias invincible. In Area 1 with the enhancer, then Area 2, I'd be making a whole bunch of things invincible. Fun fact, you cannot put 2 of these on one creature. So if you have 2 cameras in a room and 2 creatures in the room, one camera already has both creatures invincible, and you pop the other camera with the same thing on those same 2 creatures, it cancels out the other camera. So you cannot use more than one anchor on one creature. Thankfully, I found that out in practice mode and not in an actual match. So the build idea of the creatures being invincible does work. That, along with the traps, does work. There is something here for a really cool invincible build, but not for a shuffle mod build. But I will say that in the second match, because the team was good, they showed me the flaws with this build. The bioenergy isn't really the problem. Since I only have one creature, I'm not popping them out enough because I don't have a shuffle mod the entire time. So there weren't a whole lot of these. And as long as there's one Martin, there's not enough creatures to defend the traps. Because the idea was to put down traps, turn off the light before they get into the room, and more often than not, they'll just walk right into the traps. If there's creatures, they would focus on the creatures. But if there's a Martin, the whole thing fizzles out because he's not distracted by the creatures. He knows where the traps are and he disarms them. The air cannon is supposed to help with that. The invincibility is supposed to help with that. But it doesn't always work. It can work, but has a high chance of failing against a good team, so therefore it just doesn't work. But anyway, my conclusion is that there's no real reason for this to exist. It's just bad. Yeah. I mean, the idea of getting your Nias all the time, tentacle attacks everywhere, is cool. But there's no reason to only do that in Area 3. When you can do it the entire match. And if you have this, you can't have any other mods in your hand at all. Because then it works the same as partial shuffle. It's just cycling 2 cards over and over again. You need this to cycle all 3 of your cards. So you can't even use any other mods. Yeah. Anyway, so I have a really cool match. They were bad survivors. I didn't know how bad until they actually lost. I was like, oh, interesting. That's what's going on here. And then the second match, I fail. Uh, and you see why I fail. They were a good team, and they were a good team. They were really trying really fucking hard. Uh, and I gave them GGs. They didn't give me any back. Only at the very end, when they actually won, did they, they finally understood that, hey, no hard feelings. And then they were nice, except for the Valerie. Fuck the Valerie. That's not cool, Valerie. That's not cool. Anyway, yeah, I don't think there's a build for this. Partial Shuffle mod is way better. Anyway, enjoy the video.
I will undo this unjust travesty done to me by time, and I will rule over all mankind. Finding the lock is useless without the keys. Locked. A child could have found that. Go ahead, take it. You didn't think I would let you have this, did you? Fast. This test will end before it is barely begun.
I might be able to see something.
Your heart is faster. Your breathing quickens. The virus stirs inside you.
Kid. Holy shit! I got a guardian angel.
Take it now. It is so much more dangerous ahead. So So many of you live to die yet, and more chances for the virus to manifest. All lesser creatures can benefit from my control. I hope you do not think you managed this against my will. I want you to suffer longer.
Got a locked door here.
You are wasting your time, and more importantly, mine. More from a security officer. But I suppose there is a reason that it is dead. Very well, take the security card. Proceed. This will make it even easier to destroy you, just as I planned. Mindless existence elevated to purpose by my touch. Your life, worthless. My time may be short now, but with what I learn here today, I could become a god. Will you even live to unlock this? I doubt it. child could have found that.
Find more ammo. I might be able to see something.
Not this shit again. Don't fuck with me!
Go ahead, take it. I will not grant you the luxury of choice.
Surprise, surprise! Post-commentary surprise! So unlike the other match, this one is a very good example of how partial shuffle is way better than the full shuffle mod. Because the whole deck has to revolve around the idea that you're shuffling, but you can only do it in Area 3. So the deck itself suffers in Area 1 and 2 because you have no way to, you know, get the one card you need. I can't get the Nia as soon as I need. I have traps when I don't need them. I have sprays when I don't need them. The only thing I have to attack these guys are sneaky traps and a horde of Nias. But it's not really possible until Area 3. But by then, you know, they already have a whole bunch of time because I'm not able to take enough away from them. Unlike the first match, where I was able to do it, there were a whole bunch of sneaky traps, a whole bunch of creatures, and it worked out fine. It was beautiful. But this one just shows, oh yeah, Val, good team, very good team. And that January, gosh, she's just all over the place. Like, she knew I was on that camera. But yeah, this really showcases how the build would benefit from Shuffle Mod, but it suffers because it's only in Area 3. So, full Shuffle is just bad, because there's no justification, or reason, or power you could possibly have that would be beneficial in Area 3. So it's a damn shame. And I didn't really have a whole lot going on here. See, this right here is the best play I made the entire match. With the traps, with the invulnerability, with the creature, with the air cannon, that right there is the epitome of what you can do with this deck. And the layout, and the presets. That right there was beautiful. And that's exactly what happened a lot of the time in the first match. But it doesn't really happen in this one. They're just good survivors. They're a good team.
Exhibited some curious changes in your final moments. I shall study this one.
Oof, tough crowd. Wasn't there a trap there? Yeah, and I can't turn off the light, but it doesn't really matter. And they can see all my traps. If they're if they're on comms, then they already knew they were there. I like the idea of having the traps and the invincibility, and the Nias. They do all work together with invincibility. But it would be so much easier with the partial shuffle mod. To be honest, I go the whole thing until I get that. but I wasn't really having a problem with not having any mods. That wasn't a problem. So I could use Partial Shuffle in this deck with only that one mod. And then I'd get the strength of getting the cards I need when I need them. And I'd have the randomness of the Partial Shuffle without clogging it up with another mod. So there are good things about this build, but oh, this bull. I couldn't knock them into the trap. Like, what the hell was that? Yeah. Yeah. Ultimately, that's really it. It's an... Oh, yeah. This Val. Yeah, this Val. This team tries so hard. I know I try hard sometimes, but this team... total unnecessary aggression. Total unnecessary. Like, dude, I'm obviously failing. Please calm down. You already took my legs. What more do you need? Please.
Shit, locked.
But they're a good team, and I totally understand where they're coming from. When you're in the moment,
Shit, out of ammo.
you know, you're trained to be aggressive. So when you're in these situations, you just do it. You kind of go on autopilot. And then there's the other people who are not on autopilot, and then they're just dicks. I don't think that's this team, though. I think, you know, they're just conditioned. January is being a good January. Good January. I think Valerie is a dick, though. I think that's the only one who is actually a dick in this match. Even at the very end. But, anyway. So I finally get the shuffle mod here.
Anything? I have more traps ahead.
It takes so long to prepare. Like, where's the biocore? Like, I never know what door to lock. And Casino, there's a whole bunch of doors. Get wrecked! Anyway. Oh, there it is. Anyway, so I'll leave it here. Enjoy the rest of the match. If you have any build ideas... just let me know. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.
Mindless existence elevated to purpose by my touch.
You stand on the knife edge of mortality.
Thanks a lot for that. You're gonna love this. Healing over here.
Stay still. All I need is a moment.
Let's have a closer look.
Close.
Guns, so barbaric,
Close.
but effective nonetheless. This is rightfully mine. That's my
I might be able to see something.
Brave. It's time to outsmart their captor. It is futile, but amusing.
Very nice.
Doing.
Tantalizing those, aren't you? Your breathing quickens. The virus stirs inside you.
mindless existence elevated to purpose by my touch.
All lesser creatures can benefit from my control.
I don't like being watched.
I have eyes everywhere. I will find you again.
You didn't think I would let you have this, did you? You relied on your fellow man to succeed. I promise you, they disappoint eventually. I am coming to get you.
This'll teach him to make jokes about my name. High five? No, nerd power. Martin,
Shit, that was pretty damn good. Hey, you...
kudos. Got it.
Stop!
Thanks for the assist.
There's gotta be something useful here.
What is this? I must examine the data. There is no possibility that you can survive without fusion with the virus.